right, good evening, everybody. We are wrapping up the first weekend of April, and it was a little different. We had some cooler weather. Well, it started off warm, but things are a little different. We'll be right back. Just want to update and fix this problem right here. Not seeing my weather graphic, so stay tuned. Give me about 20 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, everybody. Happy Sunday night. First weekend of April in the books, and we're looking at mostly clear skies. There we go. We're right where we should be. And it's a little chilly outside. We have temperatures in the 50s and even 40s and 30s earlier this morning. Because of clear skies and calming winds, we're going to be cold again tonight and tomorrow morning. So if you're back to work tomorrow, back to your routine, back to school, anything you got going on this week, it's going to be a little chilly to start, but every day is going to be pretty nice and comfortable. We'll take a look at the travel forecast. Also tomorrow is the NCAA championship. We have Florida taking on University of Houston. We have a big game tomorrow, all right? It's going to be at the Alamo Dome. And if you're heading out there tomorrow, the weather is going to be perfect, but late at night it'll be a little chilly, so get ready for that. And it's look pretty good. So let's talk about that. And we have clear skies overhead right now. If you're sneezing, this is why. You can see it's oak. It's extreme. Over 12,000 on the count. Molder light at 2:30 right now. Mostly quiet in our area. Texas is drying out. Matter of fact, the next 7 to 10 days, guys, is going to be very dry. Not much action. Last couple of weeks, we've had on and off rain chances, some warmer weather. Back on Friday, we had 90 degrees. Now we're in the 60s and 50s. It's a huge change because of this cold front. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, so if you're also traveling across Texas, here's what you could expect. Pretty nice weather. I would say clear in all directions. If you're going to Houston, Amarillo, Panhandle of Texas, towards the Rio Grande, towards McAllen, everywhere is pretty comfortable for the next 2 days. I would say by maybe Wednesday or Thursday it starts to warm up a little bit more. But overall, sunny skies, beautiful weather, and quiet conditions here across the Lone Star State. Hola Feather, and good evening. You loving this cold weather, Kevin? Yeah. You know, a lot of folks are like, man, this is too cool. This is too cold. Man, this is just perfect. We have lows in the 40s tomorrow morning, and take it in, because by June and July, everyone's going to be complaining about how hot it is. Is it a little late for cold weather in April of this time of year? Yeah, it's a little late on schedule, but we'll take it. It is nice, it's comfortable, and you definitely like these crisp evenings, these crisp mornings that feel more like fall. And again, by June and July, things are going to be a lot different here in San Antonio. But yeah, so that's a look at your travel forecast across the state. I know a lot of folks are traveling from here to Dallas, Austin, you name it. And for the NCAA championship tomorrow between Florida and the University of Houston, it's looking great. Good evening, Lala. 39 degrees for Seguin from Elizabeth. Was it really? Yeah, we had some upper 30s this morning for the hill country, so I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere around the metro this morning we hit like 39 degrees, so that's incredible. Very cold for April, that's for sure, for the second month of spring. But yeah, so tomorrow, if you're heading out to the Alamo Dome, I know it's going to be packed in downtown San Antonio. Tomorrow afternoon, I want to say it's perfect. I think tomorrow's weather is going to be picture perfect. We're going to have clear skies, abundant sunshine, beautiful weather. The afternoon highs, mid-70s. I would say we'll probably top out around 74 to 75 for a daytime high for Monday. But if you're staying out late, if you're going to the Alamo Dome, if you're watching Florida take on Houston tomorrow night, I believe the game starts at 7:50 or so, right after sunset. It's going to be chilly. Have a jacket. Have like 1 or 2 layers tomorrow night, because while, 7 and 8 o'clock, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s is not bad. Eventually, by the time you get out, it'll be like in the upper 50s. So maybe a sweater, a light jacket, but overall, I think tomorrow is just going to be a beautiful day. Really gorgeous for Monday for the NCAA championship. Today's high, 61. Normal is 79, so almost 20 degrees below average. Wow. You know, the last several weeks we've been talking about the heat. Now we're talking about the cold. So far for the month of April, we're at 0.05 inches of rain. We do need more. That is for sure. Any scattered rain for tomorrow from Cathart? No rain expected. As a matter of fact, next 7 to 10 days, mostly dry. I mean, sunny skies, mornings in the 40s and 50s, and highs in the 70s and 80s. That's for the next 5 to 6 days. And we're heading into a pattern for the second week of the month that's drier. I think most of the state will be dry thanks to high pressure moving in, and that's going to shut down any significant chance for rain in our forecast. Temperatures chilly outside, 55 in the city, 50 at Bernie, 49 at Bandera, 53 at Floresville, 53 at Seguin, there you go, 49 at LaGrange to about 59 in Del Rio, 61 at Eagle Pass. Chilly for the second week of the new month. It's pretty chilly outside, that's for sure. And the winds haven't helped, right? They've been creating a wind chill, at least earlier this morning they were. Right now they're diminishing, they're calming down. They're still from the north, that's going to keep humidity down overnight. North winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour at best, but overall winds are calming down this evening. Radar, satellite, it is quiet, not much action. That's where, you know, you need to go towards Mississippi and Florida and Georgia for that action. Matter of fact, you can see as we zoom in, if you have any friends or family across this part of the country, from Atlanta to Montgomery, towards maybe the panhandle of Florida, to where they're seeing some active weather at this hour. Some snow showers for the Midwest, for Ohio, between there, Fort Wayne, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. A little active across the Midwest. And speaking of snow, we had some pretty good snow flurries across the Panhandle earlier this weekend. Amarillo, Lubbock had like a winter wonderland. It was incredible to see. Can it happen? Yeah, but you know, in springtime, you get more warmth and humidity, more severe storms, and less winter weather-related storms. But Amarillo and Lubbock got in on some pretty good snowfall earlier this weekend. How about the wind? Winds will be a lot calmer tomorrow and Tuesday, so that'll be good news. They'll be like 5 to 10 miles an hour tomorrow. On Wednesday, they'll pick up for the wind speeds. They'll probably gust near 20 miles an hour midweek by Wednesday afternoon, but otherwise pretty quiet, and the winds will be calming down. That's the good news. Hey there, Terry. Really loving this cooler weather. Thanks for the updates. Absolutely, Terry. You're very welcome. I do like this cold because, well, it's not cold. It's definitely a lot cooler, right? And then again, by June and July, we're all going to be complaining. All the humidity, all the heat. Temperatures are going to be like at 100 degrees on June 1st probably. So enjoy every moment of this cooler weather. Is it going to get cold from Kyler? Yeah, tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, here it is on the forecast. Temperatures are going to plummet pretty quickly. Now, we're not expecting freezing temperatures, but there will be some areas across the hill country that bottom out around 38, 39 degrees tomorrow. Bernie, Kerrville will get close to that. Rock Springs, Fredericksburg, Harper, Comfort, Lakey, Bandera, probably in the upper 30s and lower 40s tomorrow morning. Our winds are calming down. Our skies are clear. Our humidity is low. It's so dry at the surface because of a north and northwest wind. That's going to help temperatures drop off pretty significantly overnight. So is it going to get cold? Yeah. So tomorrow morning, if you're back to school, back to work, back to your routine and schedule, have, I would say, maybe 2 layers, a sweater and a jacket for tomorrow morning. For Monday morning, it's going to be a little chilly out there and mostly clear. Beautiful day. We talked about it for the final forecast, and tomorrow morning starts off cold and ends off perfect. 74, 75 for a high temperature for your Monday. Winds will not be as breezy. We saw wind gusts upwards of like 30 miles an hour today, which created some problems at the TPC JW Marriott for the Valero Texas Open today. But overall, you know, the sky was nice. The weather was great. It was chilly today, but we'll be about 15 degrees warmer tomorrow. So if you thought it was cold today, it'll be a little warmer tomorrow. I think right around 74, 75, that makes it perfect for our Monday afternoon. That is for sure. Now, what's ahead? It's more about high pressure and less about low pressure and rain chances. So with high pressure moving in, really just shuts down any type of rain moving in our direction, creates a lot of sinking air, and as you can see in the foreseeable future, not much of a chance for rain. So tomorrow morning, 42, have a jacket, have a coat. It's going to be cold for the next few mornings, 40s through early Wednesday. Highs in the 70s and 80s. By about Thursday, near 90, and then a front drops in Thursday and a Friday. It's going to be a weak one, but it'll drop highs from 88 to about 84. And then this time next weekend, the 12th and 13th of April, it's looking great. Highs in the 80s, near 90. It's going to be a little warm, right? And then by the second week of the 14-day, a couple of days of rain chances. I don't think it's going to be great. But of course, anything can happen in springtime. Remember, I mean, if you remember last Monday, we had that one super isolated storm that produced hail, and that was a problem, right? We had over a quarter-size hail, some spots picking up tennis ball-size hail last Monday. And I mentioned that because it's springtime. So when you have humidity coming in, right now it's dry. There's not much humidity out there. But by next week, I would say like the 14th, 15th, and 16th, we'll have to watch out for the likelihood and potential. Add more warmth and hot air rising. You got more moisture from the Gulf. That creates a perfect setup, depending on what happens at the surface, for isolated storms. But again, it's springtime. A lot can happen very quickly, so stay up to date on the forecast, which, by the way, the KENS 5 app is free. We have our local meteorologists, me, Paul, Bill, Jeremy, Roxy. We are all providing daily updates on our weather forecast, whether it's hurricanes, severe weather, heat, cold weather, you name it. We have our KENS 5 app. It's free. Download it in the App Store. We have updates daily here on KENS 5. So at least it's not 100. Yeah, from Kyler, that's for sure. Because again, in June and July, we're going to be pushing the triple digits in just a couple of months' time. Today's average high is 79, but we hit 61. So perfect. Tomorrow we'll be at 75. The average high is 79. So tomorrow, Tuesday, perfect weather. By the end of the week, 80s and near 90, but overall, just really nice weather when you compare it to where we are in June and July, that's for sure. Loving this cool weather? Yeah, absolutely. I think we all are, Guadalupe. We all love the fall-like weather. We don't like winter-like weather. We don't like summer-like weather, but we like in between, spring to fall. That's where we like to sit. 42 tomorrow morning, 75 tomorrow afternoon, near 80 on Tuesday. Tomorrow, the NCAA championship. If you're heading to downtown San Antonio, have a light jacket because there will be some cooler temperatures around, especially late at night. Otherwise, have a great Sunday night, guys. Be safe, and we'll be on at KENS 5 News at 10.